Hello everyone, my name is Katie. I am the Introverted Reader, and today's video is going to be my TBR for the month of March. We are getting into the last week of February now. It's my birthday at the weekend. It's insane. The fact that March is only like a week away is a bit baffling, but I've got my TBR here. And I will be honest, like, see, most times putting together a TBR, I do enjoy it, but then there's other times when it can be really overwhelming for me. So, like, because a lot of times I look at all the unread books that I've got and I'm like, oh, but what will I read? What will I read? But, you know, I picked out some books, so let's hydrate. If you haven't hydrated today, I recommend you do so. Get yourself some water, some juice, some something. Stay hydrated. But, anyway, yes. These are the books I plan to get to in the month of March. So let's get the first one out of the way. So the first one is going to be our March pick for the Introverted Reader Book Club. And that is The Deathless Girls by Kieran Millwood Hargrave. Now, I have had this on my shelf for quite a while. And to be honest, I'd forgotten what it was about. But on the eve of their divining, the day Lil and her twin sister Kizzy are to discover their fate, they're captured and enslaved by the cruel Boyer Volkar. Far away from their beloved traveller community and forced to work in the harsh castle kitchens, Lil finds some comfort in the storm-eyed Mira, a fellow slave who she's drawn to in ways she doesn't understand. But too soon, she also learns about the dragon, a mysterious and terrifying man of myth who takes girls as gifts. They may not have had their divining day, but the girls will just still discover their fate. Ooh. So from that synopsis, from what I saw on Goodreads, it's supposed to be like a feminist sort of retelling about Dracula's brides. And obviously gathering from that synopsis as well, it's going to be sapphic. There's going to be so like female romance in there, which I'm not mad at. I'm really not mad at all. And like this edition that I have is so pretty, like those end pages, and like look at this on the inside. Like, are you kidding? So yes, this is going to be our book club pick for the month of March. I have the ebook version downloaded on my Kindle because I'm going to be going on a little adventure in March. Just for like a change of scenery, you know, just a wee week away. And I've got this on my Kindle, so I'll probably be reading some of it that way, but I will have this read and reviewed for you guys in March as soon as I possibly can. So yes, so feel free to read this with me if you want to join me. So the next lot of books I want to read are pretty random, although ones that I definitely know I'm going to get to. Are as follows. The first being Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. I know I'm not going to get to this in February. I know I'm not, because I have another book that I'm trying. Well, I finished the book yesterday, but I have another one that I've started the audiobook for, and I want to get as far into that as I can. But I'm just going to carry this one over into March. This is the third book in the Grisha trilogy. So, as you know, I'm making my way through the Grishaverse again because I still haven't read King of Scars. But it is going to happen in 2022. I'm going to read this and then I'm going to go into Six of Crows. So hopefully I will get this read in March. The next one that I definitely know I'm going to get to is Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. Me and Amy over at Book 2 with Amy are going to be buddy reading this in March. I haven't done a buddy read before on here, so I'm super excited about it. This is my lovely Illumicrate edition that I got a while ago. I got the ebook of this as well, downloaded on my Kindle, just in case just in case the Deathless Girls gets too much for me, I have this. But yeah, this is going to be part of my reading for a while I'm on my little adventure. And like, I was going to read from this Illumicrate edition, but like also as well, I'm worried about damaging it, you know, like taking it away with me. But if I don't get to it while I'm away, then obviously I have the physical copy here at home. It's no big deal. So this is about a gentleman who has just recently passed. And, well, I don't think he doesn't believe that he's passed away. Oh yeah, it says, yet even in death, he refuses to abandon his life, even though he spent it all working. So I'm guessing it's pretty much a story about a guy who is now passed and, you know, just looking back on his life and realizing he hadn't really had a life at all, and realizing that he could have a life even after he's gone, I guess, as he passes over into the afterlife. I'm guessing that's what it's about. I really hope it doesn't make me cry. Hopefully me and Amy won't be, hopefully the pages of this book won't have us drowning in our tears. But yes, I'm super excited to better read this with her. And yeah, if any of you have read this, let us know how you liked it. Obviously no spoilers. The next one that I definitely know I'm going to read is Blood and Honey by Shelby Mahurin. This is the second book to the Serpent and Dove trilogy. I bought myself this and the third book for Christmas because a friend of mine gave me a gift card, so naturally I used it to buy books. But yes, sequel to Serpent and Dove, which is basically a story about a witch and a witch hunter. She is in hiding from her coven for reasons I can't tell you because spoilers, and obviously he's part of an organization that believes that all witches are of the devil and that they all need to be burned, and then they end up having to get married because obviously other reasons which I can't tell you because spoilers. But I really loved Serpent and Dove, if I'm being honest with you. I didn't think that I would enjoy it, but I did, and I'm super excited to carry on with this. I have the audiobook all ready to go, so yes, I'll be listening to that in March. So the next two that I'm going to read are both middle grade, and I want to read more middle grade this year. I've mentioned this before. And the first one that I really want to read is Sleepover, Takeover by Simon James Green. This is his latest middle grade release. If you think that I'm going to be leaving a Simon James Green book unread, you are sadly mistaken, because literally as soon as I get one of his books into my possession, I have to read it. So this is geared as like The Hangover, but middle grade version of the movie The Hangover. If you're familiar with the movie The Hangover, basically it's about these 4 guys that go to Vegas for their friend's bachelor party, and then they have a wild night, and then they wake up the next morning, no memory of what happened the night before. And that's kind of what this is as well, except it's children at a sleepover, and they wake up the next morning being like, what happened? What is going on? So I know this is going to be hilarious. I know it's going to be amazing, because hello, it's Simon. And I never reviewed Life of Riley. Like, I meant to, but I just completely forgot. But if you want me to review this as well, because I've reviewed all of Simon's other books, so I may as well review this one. So if you want me to, let me know, and I will. And the very last book I want to read is another middle grade, and it's Into the Spotlight by Carrie Hope Fletcher. Now, if you're familiar with me, you'll know that I did have quite a few of Carrie's books in my possession. I even met her at one stage and got one of her books signed and personalized to me. I went to a book signing, but I realized that her adult books aren't for me. But I had this. This was her middle grade debut, about these children that are adopted by this woman who works in a theater. At least I think it's what it's about. Like, the old woman collects pebbles, and her most precious ones are these kids, and they find, I think, these magical shoes. I want to say it's inspired by the much loved classic Ballet Shoes by Noel Streatfeild. So yeah, so that's all I really know about it. This is a signed copy. I didn't meet Carrie to have this signed. This was just like exclusive editions that Waterstones were selling. So I figured, why not? So her adult books aren't for me, but let's hope that this middle grade book will be will be a fun time. I mean, it should be, because hello, it's middle grade. So a secret book, a pair of ballet shoes, and a most unusual family. So I'm hoping it's going to be fun and wholesome and magical, as all middle grade should be. So yeah, those are all the books I plan to get to in March. Like I said, I'm going to be going away for a bit in March, you know, just a little adventure, change of scenery. So hopefully while I'm away doing that, I'll be getting reading done. So it'll be ebooks and audiobooks for a while. I might try and sneak these two with me because they're small. But again, if I'm not, you know, I don't really plan on getting that much reading done while I'm away, because I would like to be out and about, you know, having the adventure. But yeah, that is my TBR. I hope you're all doing well. Let me know what books you're planning on reading in the month of March. I hope that some of you will join me in reading The Deathless Girls. I'm super excited to get to Under the Whispering Door. Like, I'm super excited about all of these. Like, all of these sound really, really good. My wrap up for February will be coming on Saturday, hopefully, if I remember. Yeah, that will be coming on Saturday. And yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you're all doing well. Twitter, Instagram, down below as always. Feel free to subscribe if you're not already. Ring the bell. And I shall see you all in my next video at the weekend. Bye!